We are in the gym. I'm getting myself prepared. Got my guy Randy over here, getting ready for his fight. What up, Rand?
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we getting ready for his second amateur fight in the next couple of weeks, and we just getting to the gym. About to put some work in, and we're here. Just got finished talking about the daily grind, man. Boxing is a daily grind, and a lot of times, people, they sell themselves short. And I'm not talking about Randy at all. This is not for Randy, all right? In general, all right? A lot of people make excuses to lose. A lot of people do just enough to lose. And the way you do that is you make too many excuses on why you can't make it to the gym. You make too many excuses on not investing in yourself. Like, long story short, for me personally, I just cut my internet speed down. I just got rid of some cable channels. Why? Because I want to invest that extra money in another area in life. You know what I mean? I have a daughter to take care of. I got a family to think about. I got a future to think about. So it's always something you got to give up to get something else you want. You know? And my goal is to raise world champions. And other than boxing, it's just the fact that I want to help men become men in life in general. Being the best employee, being the best employer, being the best boss for themselves, being a better father, being a better brother, a better son, you know? And that's why I love boxing, because it teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to be self-sufficient. And a lot of times we make too many excuses on why we're not being the best we can be for ourselves. We allow distractions. We allow people who they don't have our best interests at heart. You know, we allow situations to get the best of us. You know, trials and tribulations are going to come. Issues are going to come up. Some days you can't make it to the gym. You just, like, physically you can't. You know, mentally you can't. There's a lot going on. But there are other ways to invest in yourself. You still got the road work to do. You still can get down and do your push-ups. You still do your sit-ups, and all the time you can eat right, your diet. You know what I mean? Go ahead, loosen up, jump on that rope. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other ways how we can invest in ourselves by not being in the gym physically. You know, like, there's no excuse to miss it, because I just got done talking to Randy as far as the fact that the way you learn how to fight and the way you perfect your skill is by doing it. You have to fight. You gotta fight. You gotta spar. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, there's gonna come times where you're not gonna be able, you know, to make it physically to your location, right? But there are other ways to alleviate that. There are other ways to substitute that, you know? But you have to be self-sufficient. You gotta be the one to look yourself in the mirror and be completely honest about your situation. Because one thing about it, nobody not gonna give us nothing as men. You be late on your car payment. You can make all the excuses in the world. Okay, it might give you a little break. You know what I mean? You be 2 months late. Okay, all right. Here come a hard warning. You be 3 months late, no more warnings. That man gonna come repossess your car. They coming to get that. They don't care, hey, God forbid, they don't care about death in the family. They don't care about if your job fires you. They don't care about if you are sick, you couldn't make it to work. All they want to know is, do you got our payment? And that's the same thing, and that's the same way you have to look at yourself. You gotta look at yourself like you are the CEO of your own body. You are the CEO of your own life. And by making it to the gym, by investing in yourself, that's just the start. Because once you invest in yourself, now you gotta perfect it. Because there's gonna come a time where you're going to have to fight. There's going to come a time where you're going to be in a situation where it's going to be, do I want to win or do I want to lose? And it's all going to come from, have you prepared yourself for that opportunity? Have you prepared yourself for that moment? Because that's all boxing is. You hear me, Randy? That's all boxing is a moment. It's a moment. This is a very short window. One punch can break you. One punch can make you. But it's all going to come down to, did I prepare myself for this opportunity? You know? And that's why I love having a coach or a trainer that actually have the in-ring experience. You know? And that's a conversation we had the other day where, you know, do I believe in people that can actually coach and train fighters who never competed before? Hey man, this world, Today, you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Now, me personally, I like a guy with experience. I like a guy that actually been through the war, been through the trenches, because he can tell me how to survive if I got hit with a good body shot. He can tell me how to survive if I know I'm getting gassed out. You know what I mean? Versus somebody who's just looking at it and studying it and telling me what they heard. Now, I want somebody that actually been through it, you know? So I'm telling you from experience, you know, you have to invest in yourself. You have to 100% believe in yourself. You can't make excuses on why you can't make it to the gym. You can't make excuses on why I didn't do my road work, you know? And I'm like this, I'm very transparent, I'm very honest. This morning, like last night, if I went to bed, like around maybe like around 11ish. I'm normally in bed by 10, but I went to bed like a little after 11. And my alarm, I always set my alarm for 5 a.m. Always, because I like to get my road work in early in the morning. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. So I put my alarm for 6, you know? But then I woke up to use the bathroom around 4, and I just laid there. And it was beating me up mentally. It was like literally beating me up on, dang, I know I gotta get my work in. Go ahead, Randy, go ahead, wrap up, baby. I was thinking to myself, like, dang, I gotta get my work in. I gotta get my work in. And I was laying there. So I went on here, got up, you know what I mean? Got myself together, and I went out there and banged out my 3.5 miles. Now, that was probably one of the best runs that I had this morning. Why? Because mentally, I knew for a fact that there's no doctor, there's no medicine, there's nothing that's gonna help me, you know what I mean, be better mentally and emotionally. I am my own doctor. Why? Because I'm controlling everything that I can control. I'm in the gym with Randy right now, but guess what? I got my work in this morning. I'm in the gym with Randy right now. And I gotta be back here later on to train 2 more of my fighters. Then I gotta leave this gym, be at another gym to train one of my kids. You understand? And then after I train one of my kids, I'm still gonna do some other strength and conditioning for myself to keep myself together. So this is an all-day process, and I'm 100% accountable for myself. Why? Because I'm not making no excuses, especially at this mid-age that I am now. God will, I'll be 47, and you know, by the end of the year. You know what I mean? And I'm my own best doctor. And I said it before one of my other previous videos. There's a money guy who I listen to on here on YouTube. I don't know why I keep forgetting my brother's name. But he's a financial channel. And he always say, the best person to take care of the older you is this version of you now. Meaning, I'm 46 now. Let it be the Lord's will. I made it to 86. I can't depend on my daughter. God willing, I have grandchildren. I can't depend on them. But I can depend on me right now. What am I doing right now to prepare for that age? What am I doing right now to prepare for that car note I gotta pay next week? What am I doing right now to be able to pay my rent for next month? I'm working now. So we gotta put the work in now. Stop making excuses to lose. If you know that you're in position to make something happen, make it happen. Don't overthink it. Don't go back and forth. Don't fight yourself. Don't listen to the outside. Trust your gut instinct. Touch that feeling that's in your heart. That's the Most High telling you, get your butt up. Why? Because tomorrow is not promised. Boxing is a short window. Take advantage of your opportunity now, because tomorrow is not promised. And the moment you continue to take off on yourself, the moments you continue to take off on yourself, guess what? That next young buck is waiting to take your spot. So you be good, you be strong. My prayers for that the Most High bless all of us that have that will, that have that work ethic to go get it, man. Because life is not promised and nothing is given to us, man. So this next video, me and Randy got work to do. Team Heat Boxing. Peace.